Hi, I'm Julie, and this is episode 5 of Ugly Pennies. And today I want to be talking about positive body image. Um, we all know that a little bit of everybody struggles with this in one way or another, whether you're a man or woman, no matter what age, even kids, teenagers, adults. It doesn't matter. It affects a little bit of everybody, and for some, it can be more severe than others, such as those who struggle with anorexia or bulimia, and it can also cause depression in the way that we look at ourselves. And I'm going to start off by saying I did find the Grouport therapy group, and it is also budget minded. So if you would like some, looks like they have DBT, dialectical, is that right? Dialectical uh, behavioral therapy. I would imagine CBT as well, cognitive behavioral therapy, and it's group therapy at, it says $35 a week, um, for weekly visits. So you can. It looks like they have. I saw some where it's like 12-week courses, and then like 50% off for your first month, and so especially for the cost of therapy, and especially out of pocket, for people who don't have insurance, this is, at least for the U.S., this is kind of a to be able to speak to a licensed counselor, you know, at 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 this cost anyway. That seems like a something to take advantage of. And I will post that link below if it's something you're interested in, because I'm interested in it and I kind of want to check it out myself. So anyway, I just wanted to make that known real quick, and I'm going to read a little bit of a few articles that I picked out. I'm just going to touch on a few things here. So I'm going to start off with the one from positivepsychology.com, and it is called Positive Body Image Activities and Worksheets. You know how I feel about worksheets. I love worksheets. Anyway, okay. So I'm going to skip down to what this article contains, because I'm not going to be able to touch on every single thing here. So I'm going to start off just telling you what's in it. So this article contains what is a positive body image, the definition, effects of the media and Instagram on PBI, or positive body image, how to feel good about your body, how to be happy with your body when you're overweight, worksheets and activities for improving your body image, positive body image and affirmations, a good idea, campaigns, posters, and advertisements on PBI, 10 positive body image quotes and songs, best books on positive body image, further reading, blogs and articles, relevant YouTube videos, a take-home message, and references. So, I'm going to start with the definition here. Go ahead and touch on that. In simple terms, body image is the perception that a person has of their physical self and the thoughts and feelings that result from that perception. As this definition shows, body image isn't just one unidimensional construct. It's made up of 4 aspects: the perceptual body image, how you see your body; affective body image, how you feel about your body; cognitive body image, how you think about your body; and behavioral body image, the way you behave as a result of your perceptual, affective, and cognitive body image. So, okay, there's quite a bit here. I'm just going to touch on a few things. Skip down to, according to clinical psychologist and faculty member Elizabeth Halstead. Oh gosh, I lost my place. Okay, there we go. There are 3 components to having a positive body image, or PBI. Number 1, self-esteem, valuing ourselves and believing that others appreciate us and enjoy our company. 2, a positive attitude, accepting our strengths and our weaknesses and avoiding 3 negative attitudes. A, perfectionism, holding ideals or standards that are impossible or next to impossible to achieve. B, comparing, making social comparisons with others. C, being highly critical or judgmental. The more critical and judgmental we are of others, the more likely we are to be critical and judgmental of ourselves. 3, emotional stability, maintaining a healthy connection to our thoughts and feelings while also being able to share our experiences with others. And here's some useful suggestions on how to be more body positive. Focus on your positive qualities, skills, and talents. Say positive things to yourself every day. Practicing affirmations puts this suggestion to use. Avoid negative or berating self talk. Focus on appreciating and respecting what your body can do. Set positive, health focused goals rather than weight loss focused goals. And this is important. This is what, sorry, putting my own words in here. To me, this is very important to focus more on things for your health than you are the actual weight loss itself. Yeah. So, like for example, I'm a little bit obsessive now about what I eat, how I eat, blah blah blah. But that's also because I have to maintain things like the medications I take makes me highly susceptible to developing diabetes. So I have to watch my sugar intake, and it also affects how my body will also process like when I take in cholesterol. So I have to watch that, avoid red meats, blah 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 blah, and also need in part of all this too. I need like a high fiber diet. I can't just eat empty carbs. So that's another thing that I have to do for myself for my health. I'm not so much worried about losing weight because I've come to a point in my life where I like how I look, even though I got some goofy features. Like I like how I look, and it's just its own thing, and I don't know. I like that about me, and I'm not like technically like when looking at the BMI charts and all this crap with my age and all this blah 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 that I look at, I could lose 10 pounds, I could gain 10 pounds, and I'm still in the whatever healthy range. And that's all I want. So I just maintain that. And so I just watch that. I'm careful about what I eat and I don't binge eat, even though I really want to. I love sweets, I love chocolate. But but I just kind of have to, watch that a little bit or come up with adequate substitutes to where I can indulge that sweet tooth, but not go too insane and not eat that every day. So it does take a little bit of self discipline, but, it's completely doable. Okay. Anyway, moving on in the article. Admire the beauty of others, but avoid comparing yourself to anyone else. So I'll be honest, like a lot of my friends, I'll tell them that they're sexy and I'll make it weird. I'll be like, oh, you're so pretty. And everybody is in their own way. Like I can see that um, in a way. Like I don't know, I've just never been a very shallow person that way. So I just don't, like to me, you're more valuable with who you are as a person than what you look like, and that's sort of like I don't know. It just reminds me of like the Shallow Hal movie, like and Jack Black sees all the like Tony Robbins does his voodoo magic on him, and so that's how I look at a lot of people, especially nowadays. Maybe not when I was a young teenager, but no, you know what, even then. But anyway, and I just feel like that's a healthier way to be, instead of what, the media produces and puts out for us to think is sexy. I think everybody's sexy. But anyway, okay. And then the last point in here is remind yourself that many media images are unrealistic and unattainable for for the vast majority of people, and even for the subject of the image, thanks to Photoshop. So it's true. There are a lot of images out there, Sports Illustrated, whatever. These people that they're heavily doctored photos. So don't feel too bad about all that. And I kind of want to go off on my own spiel instead of reading a ton from articles. So and as we all know too, as well, that men also struggle with this. It isn't just women. Um, so, like especially dudes, I think there's supposed to be some macho guy, some big muscular dude, what's pumped out in magazines, everything like that. Or, or that they're, I don't even know. I kind of don't get it. But, like, for example, something I know my husband sort of struggles with is he's conscientious of stuff. He wants to be healthy, and he'll indulge in some negative self-talk in front of me. But I always like to reassure him. I'm like, baby, look, you're sexy. Yes, you have a dad bod, but that's the new thing. Like women love that. So, like that's sort of what I feel like is a good thing to do for as far as men go. And also like another big thing that I see a lot of people do that I'm personally bothered with is making fun of, small peckers. So, and that's something I kind of have an issue with. Like, like what if someone really does, and and that's what they think about, that they're compared to, when all they're trying to say is that, a person did an action that they disagree with. And then I'm like, well, it's not fair to lump them in with that just based on that observation alone. And that's something that really bothers me. So I don't think that's fair, like, but that's just me to measure someone's worth on something as, as shallow as that. I've never liked that. Um, and so anyway, that was my own little tangent on its own. And then also like, or even if there's a video somewhat of someone that, like let's say there's a viral video of like, a bigger woman complaining about something, and then everybody feels the need to comment on her weight, to comment on it. I'm like, oh, you're upset about the action. Bringing in someone's image is unnecessary. And that's something that also really bothers me personally. um, so I just feel like it's unnecessary, and we should be able to come along further as a society, than to hone in on someone's physical characteristic and go from there. So that's just another thing to note. I mean, sure, like like everybody makes mistakes, everybody makes comparison mistakes. I mean, shit, like even growing up, like if even like your family members or close friends, like you sit down and you're eating like a slice of cheesecake, and they're like, well, if you want to look more like such and such, that's whatever, like the prettiest cheerleader that you've ever seen, whatever, well, if you want to look like that, then you can't eat that. And you're just like, damn. Like, yeah, like, can we make it more health focused than comparison focused? And that's what I want to get at here. And also like brushing on the subject of addiction and alcoholism. So something that I see commonly is people that don't want to stop using because they like the way that they look. Because like let's say somebody is a heroin addict, or crack or cocaine addict. Oh, my cat came to say hello. You want to say hello? Yeah, come here, buddy. Come here. You want to say hey? No? Oh, yep. Here he comes. There he is. This is Babou. This is my kitty cat. He wanted to come and tell you that you're very pretty also. And show you. Yeah, good boy. What was I talking about? Okay, yeah, with as far as addiction goes, as far as like, people will continue to use, crack or heroin, and they like the way that they look on it. And they're like, but I look fine, like damn, I look good, like, but honestly, I mean, to a lot of us, you just look, sickly, and that's another part of the delusion, of not having a positive body image, and then also another reason to where you cling to something that's literally killing you, and just distorting your thoughts in every way imaginable. And with alcoholics, like I've seen quite a few that switch from beer to liquor because I mean, beer tends to make you bloat. There's a whole lot of empty carbs in there, and so they will look at that and think that they're doing something good for their body when you're really not. Like, and so that's just another common thing that I see in the realm of addiction and alcoholism. And then and it's also completely possible to go completely overboard with um, with your body image. So, like, working out, however many days a week for hours, and neglecting, like, your family, neglecting yourself, all in the name of what you care about, your own body image, and then also, turning around and insulting others that don't do it the exact same way you do. I'm very familiar with this. And so that's also another thing that can distort your mind, and make you look at the people around you as being lessers, and not being able to accept that people are different from you. you know oh my god, like, so that's just another thing that I wanted to brush on. And um and then sometimes with people like um or like heavier people that like giving reasons why they don't do this, why they don't do that. I'd like to go to the gym, but I just don't have time. I'd like to diet, but I'm always on the run. I'm always, and then I just kind of want to say, like, okay, I understand, but you know that these are all just excuses, right? And I find that if there's something that we really want to achieve, we will make the time and effort to do so. And that's something that I also wanted to mention, as far as, if you struggle with your body image, there's a lot of, easy, doable things, and treat it like just steps in the right direction. Even if you only lose half a pound a week, like crap, that's 25 pounds at the end of the year. And it could be something as simple as, just not eating as much, like your last meal of the day, and just, making that a point, or just making it a point to, like, walk around the block, like 1 or 2 days a week, just walk around the block, something simple. You don't have to go to the gym like every single day and just run yourself ragged. You don't have to do all that. Because I just want to focus more on the health aspect of it. And um and oh gosh, I could, like, go on about this forever. So, as far as having a positive body image, I mean, and there's also other things, like, I mean, I have scars on my face, and even, like, on my eye, which is actually this eye, and I part my hair in the other direction. I don't know why, because that's kind of showing off the funky eye more. And, like, I notice in pictures when I smile, this eye is a little bit more close than the other. But to be honest, oh hey, Babou, he's such a good boy. But to be honest, I'm probably the only one who notices that. So, Babou's so cute. Anyway, and or like, just little stupid things like, I have a pretty big nose. I'm aware of it. I don't really care. Buddy. You're just gonna run oh, look at you. You are so sweet. But so things as far as that, I've just come to terms with. It's how I look. That's what makes me me. That's why I look like me. And that's fine. And then there's even things that are just natural. And I'm gonna say, especially, not know this point, especially for women, like, we grow body hair in weird places. and like we all do, like, get some chin stuff. And sometimes I get this one hair like in the middle of my neck, and it comes out of nowhere. And I get it like maybe once a year, every other year, and it comes back, and it'll be like 2 inches long, and it is black as night. And then I always think it's like one of Babou's hairs like stuck on me or something, and I'm like, oh, it's attached. So like every once in a while, I'm like checking for it. I'm like, is it back yet? God. And then, I mean, or we're like, we'll get, a couple of black hairs, like, like on our stomach, on our chest, even. I mean, we get them everywhere, all up in our noses, and I get some peach fuzz around here. And to me, like, I'll wax it off every now and again. Yeah, buddy, I hear you. And, sorry, my cat was meowing at me. And so, like, I'll wax it off, like, because when I put on makeup, it looks like caked around it, and I'm like, ew. So I wax it off, but it's really not that big of a deal. I don't think it's too crazy, just something I like to do every once in a while. It's okay to take care of yourself too. You don't have to, necessarily go in, the opposite direction and just, I mean, but some people do, to embrace it, and that's great too. Like, growing out, your armpit hair, whatever. It's all natural. Who cares? It's up to you. It's up to you as an individual. So, or even like, you, yeah, that's right, buddy. Or even like your boobs or something, like, like some people, or like, screw that, I don't want to wear a bra. That's fine, don't wear a bra, I don't care. I just like to wear them because I like the way it looks. I like to wear a push-up bra, make those girls pop, but that's just me. I'm like, damn, that looks good, but it's up to the individual. Like, with dudes, I don't even know what dudes wear, how they do this. I don't know. Like, this is just things that I'm familiar with, and sure, it's an uncomfortable, weird topic, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. So deal with it. We're all sexy, and it's too bad. So, like, just things to discuss, things that we don't really talk about that much. Like, and I think it's important for everybody to think that they're sexy, because you are. Like, it's so weird saying all this, and I'm going to put it on YouTube, but that's fine. I don't care. So, oh, okay, I'm getting to be sort of a mess here. Okay, and then I'm also going to include links to clevelandclinic.org, which is 7 tips for building a better body image as an adult. And I'm just going to skip over these things just to read the bullet points. Show some appreciation, record the positives, create little reminders, commit to doing things that make you feel good, occupy your mind, don't fear the mirror, shut down the comparison game. All right. And then I'm also going to post one from nedc.com.au. And it's, let's see, that they got a pretty good long article here. And they also have a body image fact sheet that you can download. And then they also kind of talk a little bit about, and there are articles in the section of disordered eating and dieting, body image, eating disorders in males, eating disorders in people with higher weight, eating disorders and diabetes, risk and protective factors. There's quite a bit you can read there, and I will put that below. And then also how to help a friend with body image. That's from colorado.edu. And I think that's everything. And then I'll also post the same links that I post for crisis intervention down at the very bottom too, just so I have that available on every video from here on out, just in case you need to find it again. I want to have all that from NAMI and what's the other one? Samsha? Yeah. So anyway, so that I can have all that in one place for everybody. All right. I'm going to wrap that up here today with all the weird things that I just said. But but that's okay. I have to live with that. And it's just, I'm sorry. Like, I know it's weird. I know these are weird things to say, but at the same time, I feel like somebody's got to say them. and I'll be that person. I'll take that bullet. So, okay. All right. Well, thank you all for your time. And I really appreciate the time everybody takes to watch these, and I hope you have a great, sexy day. You sexy thing, you. All right. Have a great day. Okay. Bye bye.